Yes, guys, we are going to talk about Fish in a Trap. Now, Fish in the Trap has some very beautiful animation as you've seen the sunset, the water, the grass. Everything is done really well in this anime, and our characters are done really well. I'm going to leave the subtitlings up, guys, but, again, it's been a while since I've seen this, and I didn't actually do a review of it before recording, which is what I usually do, but this time I didn't. I decided not to do that for several reasons. One, Fish in the Trap is very long, and it can get confusing at times, but this one is basically like the high school boy love, sort of speak, where one boy seemed to have fallen in love with obviously an older student, and there were a couple scenes where this kid was trying to impress him and trying to do things. Obviously, he wasn't old enough to do, like, going to a bar and things of that nature, and the guy's friends kind of picked on him for it, calling him a little boy and all this. And there are some sex scenes in here, and there actually was a rape scene, but the way they did it was in the boy's imagination, which obviously you know that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to escape from the situation, but he was imagining the guy he wanted to be with was the one who was doing it. Or it could have been that's who actually was doing it. See, they blended that scene so well together. You don't know if that guy was really there or not. And, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. There's nobody here to help this kid. He's by himself. And they just left him. They left him there in the pouring rain, and you don't know how he got home. You don't know if he walked himself home or if someone came and got him. But there were parts in this movie where it really made you question what was going on. And I'm going to say this like I said before. I don't know if this came with a manga. I have not ever found the manga. I actually found this one by accident. Like I did with Papa Kiss in the Dark and Close the Last Door. But I love the animation in this one. Just like I said in Embracing Love, Cherish Spring, I love the animation they did with this. Everything looks very realistic. You've got brown hair and brown eyes, black hair, black eyes, or sometimes black and blue, and it's very interesting. And obviously the guy that he likes is thin but well built, very good looking. It's that one character again, guys. Remember when I said there's always one character that everybody wants to get with because they're attractive. There's always that one. And I'm going to assume that these boys obviously are in high school because their uniforms are slightly different. Uniforms can range between, middle school, high school, and also, what positions and classes you're in and all that. So, it was a very interesting anime. Sorry. Had to get a drink. But, like I've said, I love the animation in this, and I always notice something different whenever I watch it, and it has been a long time since I've seen Fish in a Trap. And I'm just going to say this is what I got out of it. I got out of it as the title Fish in a Trap as a reference to our character. He's the fish, and he's going to get himself in a trap, and he's not going to be able to get out. And I think that was the reference to him getting in these situations. And also, this was also the first time I think that we could actually see a character that wasn't really gay that was coming to terms with it. And I'm also going to say this is the first time we see a man ditch a woman for a man right in front of her face. I love that. I'm sorry, guys, but I love it when a guy can flat out say, you know what? Nope, I'm not interested in you. I'm interested in this. And this is it's kind of risky when you think about it, that this kid is taking a risk of being or trying to hang out with a guy who's obviously older than him. And he doesn't know, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. And we've all been there. I mean, how many of us have tried to impress somebody who's obviously older than us, but we want to impress them because we want to be with them, and then all of a sudden they start bringing their older friends, and it's like, okay, now you're starting to get yourself a little nervous and scared. I understand where this character is coming from. He's trying very hard to impress the guy he wants to be with, but he has all his friends around, and they're making this kid nervous. They're calling him kid. They're trying to get him to drink alcohol and to smoke cigarettes. That's a big thing, and to see that in an anime definitely speaks that, I think Fish in the Trap, in my opinion, was the first time I had ever seen peer pressure. And I'm always one to say I do like to see a character push and push and push until something gives. But, and I did say whether it was good or bad, however, it's what they're pushing for. And this is one that I have to say, I was a little upset that they would actually push this onto this kid. And not only that, but I know where the kid was coming from. I mean, did he learn his lesson? I think so. But to be honest with you guys, and I know this is going to sound weird, but I actually forgot what the ending was. It's been that long for me, and you would think with how good this animation was, you'd probably be thinking, well, aren't you watching it all the time? No, because I've got other yaois that I need to watch and review. And not only that, I do reviews on different characters. But anyway, let's get back to Fish in a Trap. I'm getting off course again. I do that a lot. Sorry. I'm going to compliment on their clothes again. Each one of these characters, they have a different clothes, and you can kind of tell which one's serious and which one's, just like, the bad little boy and all that. And it's very interesting, and I'm going to say our main character, he's just so beautiful to look at, and I forgot his name. I don't know everybody else's name. It's hard for me to remember everything, especially when I haven't watched it for so long. But I am going to show some of the scenes. I don't think I'm going to cut the rape scene because it's not that bad. It's not as bad as some of the other stuff that, I've seen. And I actually got this off of YouTube. I don't think it's on YouTube anymore. I know Papa Kiss in the Dark is still on YouTube. I just checked that for you guys. So I know that one's still on YouTube. But, what's interesting is that the guy he was trying to impress was the ringleader of his group of friends. So it was a little also, like I've said, it was upsetting to see that he was allowing them to do this to him. But the heart wants what it wants, and obviously this boy was not going to give up. He wanted to be with this guy. He has fantasized about being with this man, and he was driven. And as I said before, that's what I like. It's the story. This has a very good story to it, but I have forgotten a lot about it. But it definitely is one of those high school cliche kind of stories. And it is good. The drama, there's a lot of drama in here, guys, and it is good. There's some good drama. But, unless you watch it from start to finish, you're not going to know what's going on. Now, in some, you can pick up real quick, like, okay, yeah, I know what's going on. Well, not with this one. And, and yet again, here we go. We have an average size bed, a perfect good size average bed that should be, very, very realistic. It's not very large. It's very decent. But, and his best friend, who obviously was worried about him, he knows something's going on, but he doesn't really know what it is. But he gets concerned about his friend. And, for all we know, he could have been the one to walk him home. Whether or not he, if he came across him during that one scene. But the other thing is the guy that he likes is also very successful. He's got, his own company or business or something of that nature. But, and God, I forgot to mention the sceneries. The sceneries in this is really good too, as in most yaois. They do a really good job with the sceneries and decorations. And, this is one that I do like because it does kind of focus on some of the furniture, and it is good. I really do like this anime, and I really wish they would have come out with more. Like I said, I don't know if the mangas are out. I really would like to see the mangas. This form of anime is really good, and I really wish there were more yaois like this, where they have this art style. It is very realistic, and excuse me. And the story, and like I said, the story's good. But I'm not sure again about the ending, guys. I'm sorry. I haven't had time to do that because I am planning to do another. We're going to have another yaoi film. I'm going to be reviewing pretty soon. I'm not going to do it today, guys, because I had a long day at work and I'm tired. So this will be the last review I'm going to do tonight. And I'm going to be having 3 days off work, so I will be doing a lot of videos then. I'll probably get maybe 2 or 3 posted on maybe 1 or 2 days. So, again, Fish in the Trap is a good one. It does tug at your heartstrings. I remember when I watched this, I was so full of emotions. I didn't know what to do with myself. Like, I felt sad that this boy was trying to be with this guy, and every time he was trying to do something, he was getting hurt. Whether he was getting hurt physically or mentally, it did bother me, because it's like, how many of us have been there? Like I said, these yaois can be eye-openers for just, everyday thing. And like Kizuna, this is an everyday thing. This could happen to somebody. Somebody could watch this and say, yeah, you know what? I could see myself in this situation. What would I do? And that's why I love this one. And as I said, the colors, the scenery, everything in this anime is done so well. And the voice actors are very, very good. The character designs are good. We have our good-looking guy who's at a nice mid-size build. He's not too buff up, but he's not too skinny. And, our teenager or adult, however you want to say, he's built really nice too. He's not too skinny, but, he's at a good build. But here's my other problem is that we're introduced to a lot of these side characters, and we don't know anything about them. We don't know. But, that's why do you give us a scene where we don't know the characters, and then you're expecting us to, I'm sorry, I'm all about the romantic scenes and all, but I'd like to know a little bit about the characters. Are they dating? Are they just hooking up? Are they friends with benefits? And that's something that Fish in the Trap really doesn't explain. There are some side stories to this, but they're not. They're kind of important, but they're not really that important. Especially when it comes to our main character. I will try to show as much of the other scenes as possible so that y'all can see what Fish in the Trap is all about. But like I said, I really can't say much about this anime. It's just really good. Skin tones are right. Everything's right about this. And I guess maybe I need to start rewatching everything so I can remember the ending, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe what I'll do is if I have enough time and footage, I'll put a couple bits of the ending so we all can see at the end. But, I don't want to ruin this for everybody. I want you guys to experience this for yourself. So if you manage to get a hold of this, yaoi, and you manage to it is worth downloading. I don't know if it ever came out on DVD, if it ever came to America, because I got it on YouTube, believe it or not. Yeah, I got this on YouTube back in the day, back when it was good. But anyway, this is Jahia Moondragon, and I will see you in the next anime. Bye-bye.